The white flag is out. This is it for the big money. Last lap. Averaging over 194. They slipped that lap down to about 192.
Now this might be an intentional move. Sachs went high, dropped back a little bit. He's got to build up a lot of momentum. He's got to try to make his pass going into turn 3 if he possibly can. But look how low Schrader goes on the racetrack. He's not going to give him room to go under him, that's for sure. Looks like Sachs might have dropped back too far.
Looks like a Cale Yarborough move. He used it all kinds of racetrack, trying to break away now and bring it home. Schrader, who won the pole yesterday. It's a replay of 1989 when he won the pole and won this race. Here he comes. Checkers in the hand of Harold Kinder. Flag about to come out. And the 12th annual Busch Clash has been won by Missouri's Ken Schrader.
And they are now, the white flag is being displayed for Ricky Rudd. Rudd has one more lap to go. There's Brett Bodine in the Quaker State Buick owned by Kenny Bernstein. Now in third position, Rudd heads into turn number 1. Here comes the rest of the field. Down the main straightaway, the number 30 car of Michael Waltrip and the 9 machine of Bill Elliott are fighting for position. And the 94 of Sterling Marlin also fighting for position. Oh, and we have a spin. There's Herb here and Bill Elliott. Elliott tags the wall. A lot of cars involved in an incident in turn number 1 on the last lap. Bill Elliott is included, so is Herb Hare, but everybody running toward the front of the field makes it through okay.
And Ricky Rudd with a good lead, Bob, as he comes into turn 5, driving very smoothly through here, on his way to victory.
The caution flag is out, but these fellows are racing back to the line. The caution flag doesn't mean anything if Jeff Bodine can beat him back, or Brett can beat Jeff. It doesn't mean a thing. Let's see. Jeff is falling back, but Brett is closing up on his older brother.
And here comes Ricky Rudd off of corner number 7. About to take the checkered flag and win the Budweiser at the Glen. And here is the battle for second position. There is the checkered and yellow waving simultaneously. Here come the Bodines off corner number 7.
White flag for Ricky Rudd.
Ricky Rudd from Chesapeake, Virginia is on the final lap. It'll be the first win for a driver from the state of Virginia and Darlington since Joe Weatherly won the Rebel 300 back in 1963.
Expect Kenny Martin to know that fact.
Ricky Rudd. This will be his 8th, make that 12th Winston Cup win.
He's only got about a couple hundred yards to go.
Here he is off of corner number 4. Ricky Rudd wins the Trans-South 500 at Darlington.
Out of turn number 2, 15 car lengths. First to second. Earnhardt dives past Rutland into the corner. He'll have 1 lap. That cost him 1/2 a second getting caught behind Joe Rutland that time. And Rutland gave him room. 1 to go. Kenny Schrader out of turn number 2, seeking his 4th Winston Cup victory, all on super speedway. Dale Earnhardt into turn number 3, knocks it down to about a dozen car lengths, but it won't be enough. Ken Schrader wins the Budweiser 500. In Dover history, 1989, Dale Earnhardt beat Mark Martin by 28 1/100ths of a second, just about 3/10ths of a second. Run by Ted Musgrave is falling from the pace, and he'll be facing the white flag this time. Elliott coming as hard as he can.
If Rudd doesn't slip or have a problem, it looks like he's going to be able to hold Bill off, but he's going to really reel him in this last lap.
Linda Rudd hasn't been to victory lane since April of 1991 with her husband. And this is the last lap. Everybody's on their feet.
A lot of traffic right in front of them.
Back straight away. Elliott so close he can taste the win, and he hasn't won since the 5th race of this season. 4th turn. Checkered flag. Ricky Rudd wins the Peak Antifreeze 500, his 13th career Winston Cup victory.
Something that might enter into the way this thing plays out is earlier in the race, Kyle Petty had to understanding with Elliott that they would work together. Elliott went the other way. Let's see what happens now.
Final lap. Last time around this 2.5-mile track. Gordon first, Elliott second, Kyle Petty third, Schrader, Chevy back there in fourth, Bobby Hillin lies fifth.
Looks like Bill's getting him a little bit of running room to see if he can reel him in or not.
Yeah, he backed up. Does he need any help from Kyle Petty? Will Kyle Petty give him any help? Here he comes. He looks at the outside. Now he comes down, looks at the inside. No place to go in either way.
Kyle looks in time. About 20 seconds to pay dirt.
And Elliott closed the door on Kyle going into the turn. He went down and took that bottom groove. Jeff Gordon's going to win this race, fellas.
Out of 4, here they come, rolling to the line. And the rookie from Indiana, it's Gordon across in first. The two-time 500 winner, Elliott in second.
Rudd, Gordon, Irvin, Jarrett, all Chevrolets coming down. White flag about to be extended. It's a drama of fuel economy at the end of this Michigan 400 as Ricky Rudd tries to hang on for his first win of 1993 around Jimmy Hensley.
The 24 car of Jeff Gordon continues to gain, but he has run out of time if Rudd don't run out of gas.
There's a car out of fuel on the back straightaway also. I think it's Hut Strickland, a red car. It's hard to tell.
Into that final lap, back straightaway. Ricky Rudd puts that Lumina through its paces, and the 36-year-old is halfway from pay dirt. His 20th season in Winston Cup racing. Looks like he's going to do it again. Pressure still very much on. Here he comes down out of 4. Ricky Rudd. And Joe Grimm watching, and across the line. The checkers are out, and Ricky Rudd has pulled it off.
Getting mixed up in the air that comes off of the cars there just in that particular part of the racetrack.
White flag is out. They touch at 190 miles per hour. Jeff Gordon, no rookie anymore, stays out in front. Brett Bodine in second. Earnhardt doing a masterful job picking that car up in control. Remember, they're floating like feathers at 190 miles an hour around this racetrack.
But Ernie early back.
Here he comes back one more time.
Moves to the inside. Looked down there for Brett Bodine, said, no, that's my spot. Oh, Earnhardt is very loose. Goes high on the racetrack. Gathers it back in. That cost him no chance to catch up with them now as they come for the checkered flag.
Down the stretch for the final time. Jeff Gordon in front. Brett Bodine's going to make a shot. Short. Jeff Gordon in the Rick Hendrick Chevrolet has defeated Ernie Irvin, has defeated Mark Martin and Earnhardt.
Just 2 to go now, Bob.
Yep, 398 completed. Look at the hope on the faces of Terry Labonte's crew members. How long can you hold your breath? Well, guys, you've got less than 2 laps now. Actually, less than a lap and a half to hold your breath, because here comes Terry Labonte in the Kellogg's Cornflake Chevrolet off the 4th corner. And getting the white flag. There is 1 more lap to go for Terry Labonte from Corpus Christi, Texas, the 1984 NASCAR Winston Cup champion, who is about to record a victory here this afternoon. Here he is through turns 3 and 4, and Labonte wins the first Union 400.
Briefly, because he'll get the white flag this time around.
We have a fight for second place. As you see them going in the corner here, they'll come in the frame right here. That's Kenny Schrader and Greg Sachs side by side going in the first corner there.
That's for bragging rights and a bit of money, but 6th place is the one that counts. There's 2nd. On the outside, Schrader. Sachs in 3rd. They will make the show. Then the Burton brothers are 4th and 5th, and now Nemechek is alone in 6th.
I'm going to tell you, if I was Greg Sachs, I'd say, that's okay. I'm in the Winston if I can just hold her straight here, but he's not the type of driver to do that.
Man, I had to be in there somewhere when I was that person.
They don't remember back that far. Okay. White flag. 1 to go. Coming around the Daytona 500 winner, Sterling Marlin. Looking up, Jimmy Spencer just in front of him. Boy, this is a moment. He's battling along. Set on the pole at 181.439. He will become only the 5th driver in 35 years to win the Coca-Cola 600 at Charlotte, North Carolina from the pole. Checkers are out, and they are down, and it is Jeff Gordon victorious.
Jeff Gordon has 2.5 miles to go before he wins this event. It'll be his second NASCAR Winston Cup victory. He brings the car through corner number 1, okay, and onto the short chute.
There's Brett Bodine. It looks like Brett's getting a little bit closer, but does he have time? He is getting closer.
Off to the backstretch now with less than 1/2 lap to go for Jeff Gordon. He eyes turn number 3.
Listen to the crowd as they acknowledge Jeff Gordon when he goes by.
It's an unbelievable situation in Indianapolis. Here he is in the 4th turn. This is his final trip around turn number 4. And Jeff Gordon is about to write his name in the racing history books. Years from today, when 79 stock car races have been run here, we'll remember the name. Jeff Gordon, winner of the inaugural Brickyard 400.
Take a look for your favorites here as we get down to the end of this one. And the favorite tonight looks to be Terry Labonte. I guess he ate his breakfast cereal this morning. What a show he's put on.
And with a lap and a half to go, it looks like Dale's going to go by too. Looks like Dale's going to beat Rusty. Rusty didn't need that in his championship hunt, but I don't think he can stop it.
That's back for 3rd. We talked about at the outset of tonight's race, Rusty Wallace trying to nurse it home. White flag is out around the track. And Wallace loses another spot going into the corner. Checkers about to fall. And the 12th career win is about to be recorded by Terry Labonte for Rick Hendrick.
With 2 laps to go, you see Terry just going around the corner there. It looks like he's on a string here. He's right behind Sterling Marlin, put him a lap down.
And that will leave just Terry Labonte and Mark Martin on the lead lap. No cautions these last 200 laps of the race.
I don't think anybody's going to call him lucky in this race. I think you're going to say he did it the old-fashioned way. He earned it. He sure did.
Last lap for Terry Labonte. See here whether or not Sterling Marlin will finish on the lead lap.
See, if y'all listen to me, I can tell you who's going to win the race.
Oh, way to go, Master Pearson.
4th turn, Terry Labonte will pick up his 13th career victory. 6 super speedway wins, 5 on the short tracks, and 2 on road courses. White flag for Jeff Gordon. 1 lap away from his 3rd career victory in Winston Cup racing. And the 39th win for Hendrick Motorsports.
Textbook win. If you want to know how to win at Rockingham, just watch this 24 car and go back and study what he did all day. That car does not have a mark on it from running into you, buddy. It's just been very quick.
For the win, Jeff Gordon, career victory number 3.
Final lap for Terry Labonte, going for 2 in a row at Richmond International Raceway. Tonight he gives it a good shot. Mike Wallace easing by, and those leaders have worn out everything on those race cars. Limping, but coming home in first. It's Terry Labonte, followed by Dale Earnhardt and Rusty Wallace here at Richmond International Raceway. And that means that coming up, we're back with you in September. Happy crew down there.
Here's the white flag. We have 1 more lap to go. The interval has not shrunk in the last couple of laps. Jeff has been able to maintain this lead over Bobby Labonte. And now as he moves through the 2nd corner and sees the middle of the backstretch, he knows that there's only a half a lap to go. Still separated by about 4 car lengths. Here comes Bobby Labonte's final bid to take the win here this afternoon. They move through the 3rd and 4th corner. Off of the corner onto the straightaway, it looks like Jeff Gordon is going to win it. Yes, indeed. Gordon wins the Purelator 500 by a car length or 2 over Bobby Labonte.
Jeff Gordon, you know that his tires, it's white flag for Gordon. 1 more lap for Jeff. But anything can happen. The 12 car's up in front of him. I think he has a flat tire.
going into turn 3 when he's up high on the racetrack.
Here comes Jeff off the 4th corner. Is he going to win it? Yes, he will. Jeff Gordon takes the checkered flag and wins his first career short track.
White flag. Brooke Gordon, Jeff's wife, looking on, a lap to go. He's really pulling it out on Marlin now. 8 car lengths, 9 as they hit the back straightaway.
I think Sterling knows he can't catch him, and he don't want to make a mistake that's going to drop him back in the 3rd.
Sterling can make 80 grand right where he is. Off turn 4. The Brickyard 400 winner becomes the latest winner of the Winston Select. Jeff Gordon for Rick Hendrick. DuPont at Chevrolet will go to victory lane.
And around turn number 3 will come Terry Labonte with Ted Musgrave trying to close in, but Labonte looks to be poised to pick up his 2nd win of the season and the 15th of his career. Single file off turn 3, very close from 3rd on back. The victory. Terry Labonte wins it, 15th of his career. Ted Musgrave 2nd. Schrader holds off Sterling Marlin and Hut Strickland.
Here they come.
Get ready, folks. Here we go. Jeff Gordon has the field in tow, looking for the green. It's out. The green and white simultaneously. 1 lap to decide who wins the Pepsi 400.
Sterling Marlin goes to the inside of Earnhardt.
Earnhardt blocks.
He makes a
down
contact.
low. Earnhardt blocked Marlin down low. Mark Martin has the high side of the racetrack in turn 2 as they come off of the corner and down the backstretch for the final time. Jeff Gordon still has the lead. We have contact between a couple of cars, but everybody keeps it straight. They battle for position.
Sterling Marlin down into the outside of Earnhardt. He has the lead by Earnhardt.
Jeff Gordon, though, has about a car length and a half lead on Marlin and Earnhardt as they battle for 2nd position to the 3rd and 4th corners.
That battle side by side should give the race to Jeff Gordon.
Here they come. Jeff Gordon has the lead. Earnhardt moves to the inside. They scramble. It's Jeff Gordon winning. And I think Marlin got 2nd.
And for taking on those 2 tires and setting the stage for pit stops all day long. The number 24 crew under Ray Evernham also wins the Thompson RCA Pit Strategy Award for the day.
You see the Rainbow Warrior and the Tomahawk there. That's part of the
White flag. White flag for Jeff Gordon.
Last lap. Jeff Gordon trying to join Rusty Wallace and Ricky Rudd in the New Hampshire International Speedway record book and trying to pick up his 5th Winston Cup victory.
He's kind of eased up, and Morgan Shepherd's closing in a little bit on him. He's pulled it down to about 15 or 20 car lengths, but it looks like Gordon's day.
I think he was just trying to make it in.
Off turn 4 into the checkered flag, Jeff Gordon wins the Slick 50 300 at New Hampshire. Morgan Shepherd is 2nd.
2 laps to go. Labonte comes up on Burton and Wallace. He'll get the white flag this time around. There's Earnhardt lurking in 2nd position off of corner 4. Terry Labonte gets the white flag, but still has this traffic to contend with.
Jeff Gordon had to come in for a splash of gas. Or a flat tire or something.
Now let's see. They're down to 4 or 5 car lengths.
And a slow car right, and Earnhardt is right on his back bumper.
Let's see what strategy he pulls. Oh, Labonte is sideways, but wins the race. Crashes, and he wins anyway. How about that?
I was going to say Jeff Gordon has Terry Labonte way up ahead of him. They come into turn number 3.
But you know Terry Labonte will get out of his way if he comes into play because he's a teammate.
Jeff Gordon looking good here in turn 4. The battle is for 2nd place between Earnhardt and Wallace. Gordon wins. Earnhardt finishes 2nd. Rusty is 3rd. Chevrolet clinches the manufacturers championship. Jeff wins his 6th of the year, his 8th of his career, his 7th Super Speedway win.
It is the most dominant performance since Richard Petty led all but 9 laps here in 1970.
Well, this has been the same type of race for Bobby Hamilton had Jeff Gordon not been here today. But Jeff Gordon is flying around this racetrack. You see Bobby Hamilton about a half a straightaway back.
Bobby Allison in 1982 led 486 laps.
Boy, he just hogged the whole show up.
Bobby ran really well here at Dover. White flag for Jeff Gordon, the young 24-year-old driver from Pittsburgh, Indiana. He is 2 turns away from his 7th victory of 1995. Boy, oh boy. Ray Evernham, Rick Hendrick, the car owner, Randy Dorton, and Hendrick engines. Powers off the corner, all but laps Sterling Marlin, and the checkered flag waves over Jeff Gordon.
As the white flag is coming out, and Jeff Gordon, the defending NASCAR Winston Cup champion, who has gotten off to a horrible start in 1996, is about to win his first race of the year if he can hold off Jarrett for another half lap.
And Bobby Hamilton was able to get by Rusty Wallace back for the 6th spot. Here we come.
Here comes the checkered flag. It's going to be Jeff Gordon winning, Jarrett second, third goes to Musgrave, then Burton.
Here's the white flag for Jeff Gordon. Less than a lap to go for Jeff. There's Bill Elliott in the pit stop. This will be a quick splash and go. We'll watch Jeff and see if that DuPont Chevrolet stays running until the checkered flag drops. He's got a half a lap to go.
Earnhardt's out of gas.
Earnhardt also out of gas.
43 cars out of gas. Bobby Hamilton, everybody running out of gas right here. Does Jeff Gordon have enough?
Is Jeff going to make it? Here he comes off the 4th corner. He is going to make it. Jeff Gordon wins the Trans-South Financial 400, his 2nd consecutive victory at Darlington.
And that car's sitting on the outside of the track. Wow. And a red flag in the race again right now.
A race has been called at this point at the conclusion of 343 laps, and Jeff Gordon is the winner. And look at his incredible climb in the points.
Missed it. White flag next time by. This isn't too much we can say, folks. There it is, right there in front of you. You're seeing it all.
White flag comes out, 1 to go. One more trip around the 5/8 mile North Wilkesboro, North Carolina Oval. Will it be Terry Labonte or Jeff Gordon in victory lane? They're down the backstretch, still nose to tail, but Terry holding off the challenge of the defending NASCAR Winston Cup champion. Off of corner number 4, and Terry Labonte wins the first Union 400.
He won at Richmond, he won at Darlington, he won at Bristol Raceway in Tennessee, which is now Bristol Motor Speedway, by the way. They announced that with new ownership from Bruton Smith, as you well know. They changed the name. Oh, problem, clean straightaway. Kenny Wallace will spin across the start-finish line. The Square D machine.
No caution.
499 going up on the board. White flag for the race leader, Jeff Gordon. Wallace continues away. There you see him.
Kenny just barely scraped the inside wall, so they didn't bring a caution out.
And we are now a half mile from the win. Jeff Gordon. It'll be the 8th win of the year for Chevrolet. And the 13th career victory for Jeff Gordon out of Pittsburgh, Indiana. He will win the Miller 500.
White flag for Jeff Gordon. He ran this car at Charlotte. He ran it at Dover Downs International Speedway a couple of weekends ago. And here he has it again. Jeff Gordon and Terry Labonte both led today. That is the 10th race of the year that both men have led. What does that say about Hendrick Motorsports?
Boy, very strong. This race car's been good. But the Attaboy Award, for, as far as I'm concerned today, Jeff Bodine. What a great run in 3rd.
But here come the DuPont colors. Things are really going to tighten up atop the NASCAR Winston Cup point standings, working turn 3 for the final time. Jeff Gordon, his 5th win of 1996, his first at Pocono.
This is not over by a long shot. Moments are running out. This is it. Final lap in this 5-lap shootout. You have Gordon in front, wheeling off out of turn 2, looking to the inside. Jarrett, Mark Martin right there.
Nobody's made a move yet. They're all single file down the back straightaway.
Maybe they can't make a move. Maybe they don't have enough horsepower.
Gordon has him covered. Here comes Martin peeking on the inside.
Well, Ernie took a peek on the inside, but he couldn't quite do anything with him. Now's the time. He's going to have to move now if he's going to make a pass.
The Chevy of Jeff Gordon stays first. Dale Jarrett right there in second as they come back around. Checkers about to fall, and you're going to watch this finish at the line. It's Gordon.
Here he is off of corner number 4. White flag is showing. 1 to go. Jeff Gordon.
One more lap, and he will repeat as the Southern 500 winner.
In fact, he will win. Ray Everdam can't look. 3 consecutive wins here at Darlington. Last year's Southern 500, the spring race here at Darlington, and now for the second time, the Southern 500. He becomes the first driver since Dale Earnhardt did it in 1990 to repeat as Southern 500 champion. Jeff Gordon wins the Mountain Dew Southern 500 for 1996.
2 laps to go.
Looks to me like Dale Jarrett's moving in there in 3rd spot. He's giving Rusty a hard time as they start down towards the back straightaway. You see Jeff Gordon coming down through there. Dale Jarrett is there.
Of course, Gordon says, have at it, boys. Jeff pulls away. Coming to the white flag. The final time around the Monster Mile. Jeff Gordon trying to grab the NASCAR Winston Cup point lead from Terry Labonte. The $70,000 Winston leader bonus. And be a 3-peater here at Dover Downs. Goodness, that team is good. His 17th career win. Jeff Gordon from Pittsboro, Indiana, wins it. Rusty Wallace second.
And Terry Labonte comes up, or rather Andretti bumps the 5 car in the back end. Meanwhile, Bobby Hamilton challenging Andretti there for a while. Looks like Jeff is going to be able to win this thing. Here he is in the 4th corner. Jeff Gordon comes down and takes the checkered flag. There's a scramble for position behind.
Coming down, Jeff Gordon in corner number 4 now. Here he is at the line, and the white flag comes out for Jeff Gordon. Less than 5/8 of a mile to go. And the drop of the checkered flag here at North Wilkesboro brings down the final curtain of NASCAR Winston Cup racing. From the first race, October 16, 1949, won by Bob Block. The victory here to Jeff Gordon on September 29, 1996. Jeff Gordon wins the final race at North Wilkesboro.
White flag is out. Last lap for Texas Terry Labonte. Headed for win number 18. Came in here second in points. 111 behind Gordon. So we're getting down to the end of this one. And as they come across that second spot, will be Mark Martin, followed by Jarrett. White flag is out on the field.
Well, I hate to say I said this at the start of the show, but I said you can lose this title in a hurry. Anything can happen. Down to the flag comes Terry Labonte.
Checkered flag is out, and Terry Labonte has done it again.
All right, you're down by 3. Give it to Michael Jordan and see if he can sink it.
And see if Jeff Gordon can hold off Rusty Wallace.
Out of 2. This is the toughest part in the race right here. It's when you come off that corner and want to know if you wonder if you got enough to make the move or not, and he doesn't have. That's pretty much a done deal, looks to me like.
Gordon takes us down out of turn number 2. Wallace closing in.
Yeah, he needed to make his move off turn 2 if he didn't have it.
It's a done deal when they come off a 2.
Down for the checkers. To the stripe. 3 wide out and back, but where it counts for the big money. Across the line for the checkers. Give it to Jeff Gordon, his second win in the Busch Clash. Won it at 22 years of age back in 1994. Wheels another victory here today.
1, 2, 3 for Hendrick. Craven is into 3rd from 40th starting position. Newburgh, Mainz. Ricky Craven, the new guy on the team. Replacing Ken Schrader, goes up into 3rd. Can he stay there? Elliott is ready to attack and try to take it back.
The 3 Hendricks cars have nailed themselves to the bottom of the racetrack, and right now it's 1, 2, 3 Hendricks cars.
Sterling Marlin in 4th. Bill Elliott back to 5th. Mayfield is in 6th. Ward-Burton 7th. Martin is 8th. And Hamilton the petty car is in 9th.
Here comes Phil Elliott back on the inside off turn 4.
And trouble. There's trouble coming down off that banking. 1, 2, 3. Benson's car among them as they come to the line. Caution is coming out. That could be the final lap under green. And if it is, Gordon has won with Terry Labonte 2nd and Craven 3rd. There they are, 1st and 2nd in the Daytona 500.
Kenny is almost a lap down, fought his way back into contention, and now to win the biggest race of all Winston Cup races, the Daytona 500.
Jennifer Fry in the Washington Post wrote about the different style of these two people. The quiet one, Terry Labonte, the reserved conservative, and Jeff Gordon, the young and flashy one. Jennifer couldn't have hit it better, and they couldn't have hit it better. Look at them lining up to come across. Checkers and yellow. And Terry Labonte pulls up, and here comes the 25 car.
If I was Jeff Gordon right now, I'd be very content.
I just ride. You've got 2 seconds, 1.9 tenths on Dale Jarrett.
He's got a spotter right up on top of the roof that's watching all of this, who can help him through all of this traffic, who knows how far behind the 88 of Jarrett is, and it's a good ways behind, as you can see.
Coming to the white flag. One more time around for Jeff Gordon. He does not have to challenge any more traffic. He'll probably just follow Rick Mast's tire tracks around the racetrack. Jeff Gordon, prior to today, 1 win at the Rock. Now he has 2. Jeff Gordon wins.
3 to go this time by.
Inside of Gordon. Tries, can't quite do it.
Actually, that was 2 to go, so they will wave the white flag on Rusty Wallace. 0.533 miles away from win number 2 in 1997.
And heavy traffic right in front of these cars. I don't know if it's going to play into anybody's hands. Gordon takes a look again. Rusty comes down, slams the door. Gordon on ahead. Here comes Jeff Gordon to take the lead.
Gordon takes the lead. Rusty slips. Jeff Gordon will win at Bristol, Tennessee.
Okay, Jeff Gordon on his last lap. Bobby Hamilton's cleared traffic. There's no cars now between Gordon and Hamilton. Here is Jeff Gordon in the 4th turn. Looks like he's going to be able to do it. Yes, Jeff Gordon wins the Goodies Headache Powder 500, his 2nd straight win at Martinsville.
Wow, he's going to go green to checker, no cautions.
You see him coming off turn 2 right now. Very good, clean line off the back straightaway there. He has a couple of lap cars, but they're no factor. They're about 15 to 20 car lengths ahead of him as he goes down into turn 3.
19 teams had already qualified. That man will be the 20th starter, and he's got 36 minutes to get set. The Winston field is now complete. Ricky Craven is in as he wins the Winston Open. White flag for Jeff Gordon. He's 1.5 miles away from a $200,000 payday. He won $7,500 for a 3rd place finish in segment number 1. But this is the one he wanted.
Well, Rick Hendrick, you picked a good one in this kid.
That's the best medicine Rick Hendrick could get. Jeff Gordon wins the 1997 running of the Winston.
Oh, man. Oh, don't do that. Michael Waltrip shooting beneath him.
Look at this. We have a trouble on the far
88 blows up on the last lap. Dale Jarrett lost a cylinder. It goes down.
Okay, the yellow's out.
The yellow's out.
Have to race back.
Racing to the line. Dale Jarrett blows up. The 24 car.
Look at
coming
this.
around.
Look at this. Rusty Wallace is moving in the back of Jeff Gordon here.
Something's wrong on Gordon's car. Here comes Wallace. Gordon is pinned on the outside. Down the straightaway they come for the finish. Closing is Wallace. Too late. It's Gordon across to win his 2nd 600.
White flag is in the air.
We talked to Everingham today before the race, and he said the people are booing right now. That just made them more dedicated to put everything they had in there to win.
And they are booing. Winning too much. So the fans don't like it.
Through turn number 1 very carefully. This would be Jeff Gordon's second Pocono win, the second straight win for him in June.
Do you hear that lady anywhere? I think it's over, folks. It looks to me like the race right now is the third and fourth. You're looking at it. Jeff Gordon's coming down.
Been a solid performance, but again, he was fast in final practice yesterday. So not to be a surprise. They might have lagged back at times, gotten caught in traffic, but the DuPont Chevy does it again. Win number 6 of the year. Jeff Gordon wins.
Here he comes off the corner onto the tri-oval. The white flag waves for Jeff Gordon. One more lap to go. 2 miles to victory. Will it be Gordon or will it be Labonte? Or will Jeff Gordon run out of fuel on the last lap? He's safely through the second corner, down the backstretch. Ray Evernham has his fingers crossed. The interval stays about the same down the backstretch. And Mark Martin apparently is out of gas as Jeff Gordon sets the car into the third corner.
Mark Martin goes by the front stretch, coasted as cars go by. Here comes Jeff Gordon off the corner. Bob, I do believe he's going to make it.
Let's see if he can do it. He's going to do it. Jeff Gordon wins the California 500. White flag is out for Jeff Gordon. One more lap to go. Chevy has recorded 7 wins so far.
1997, and guess what?
He's won all of them.
He's won all of them, that's correct.
And he may have another win here today. He's got a couple of Fords chasing him. Jeff Bodine and Rusty Wallace.
But the biggest advantage he's got about a 1.5 second advantage on those guys.
If he doesn't make a mistake or anything happen to that car, he hasn't.
Hooper goes off, and he too keeps it out of the sand and drives back onto the course. Where was he running, Ned? About
well, he was 23rd, yeah. So he was one of those cars on the lead lap.
Here is Gordon headed down for turn the inner loop, I get. No, turn 10.
Turn 10. The left-hander he loves so much.
Made a couple of passes there today and drives by it for the final time. Now he heads for turn number 11, the final turn on the course. Jeff Gordon has won the Bud at the Glen. His 8th win of the 1997 season, his 27th career victory.
How much is a million? Well, 1,000 times 1,000. Or perhaps you can better understand in these terms.
Here he goes. Look here. Oh, they make contact.
Oh, and they make contact. They go down into the corner side by side, and Jeff Gordon holds off the challenge. This is the last lap of the race, folks. They're onto the backstretch, and Gordon lengthens his lead just a little bit. He lengthens it out as Jeff Burton and Dale Jarrett drop back just a little bit. Here he comes off of the 4th corner. Jeff Burton will make a challenge off the corner onto the straightaway. But Jeff Gordon wins it.
2 laps to go. That's 298. 299 next time by, and then lap 300 will be done.
Gordon got a good start.
He sure did. Going through all that speedy drive.
Earnhardt on the bottom looking for position.
He's losing position down on the bottom. Both Garrett and Jimmy Spencer got by him on the outside there.
Complete, white flag in the air. 1 more lap to go. Jeff Gordon. Trouble. Rusty Wallace is in the wall. Here on the main straightaway. Caution is on the speedway. They are racing around to the win. Caution and white is being displayed. That's the battle for the win.
Jeff Gordon just has turns 3 and 4 to get through. Very smooth through there. You can see 28 car Durbin trying to close in.
He's not going to be close enough. Ray Evernham knows it's in the bag. Win number 10 of the year for the Rainbow Warriors.
And he's lined up. That could help propel Schrader back to the front. No, Schrader's going to tuck in line.
Don't count out Bobby Labonte. He's winless this year too. Brotherly love's one thing. Winning the Talladega 500, that's another.
Terry Labonte the defending champion of the series, the elder of the two brothers, John Andretti. Terry Labonte jukes to the inside. Everybody follows.
Andretti had a run coming off of turn 2, and Terry Labonte saw that, so he dipped down to the inside. He knew that Andretti was going to try to get that run coming down there.
Yeah, if they have anything, they'll start building speed right here, coming off turn 4.
Bobby Labonte looks to the low side. Terry comes down. Bobby looks high. John Andretti looks to capitalize. They come to the tri-oval and head for the line. And Terry Labonte will pick up his 19th Winston Cup win.
Jeremy Mayfield has let them go right by. Plenty of room between them all.
But that's heads up. I mean, Jeremy Mayfield's class act. He would never do anything like that, but it's smart of Ray Evernham to let them know he's on his way.
Ray Evernham leaves no detail unattended.
They're coming to the white flag. Jimmy Howell has it in hand. The white is in the air. One more lap around. 1 mile now remaining for Jeff Gordon. He started 4th. This will be his 3rd Rockingham win and his 30th career victory. Of those 30 victories, 22 have been on super speedways. And he has now won 28 of the last 100 Winston Cup races.
Jeff Gordon has a good, comfortable lead with coming around to get the white flag. One more lap to go. He's coming up on traffic.
But on Mayfield, and he's already cleared Greg Sachs.
And here's a battle for second place behind him.
Going for 4 straight wins in the Food City 500. Here is Jeff Gordon taking the checkered flag and winning his 4th straight.
And the white flag is out. This is it to decide it all. Final lap into turn number 1. Jeff Gordon, unrelenting, has continued to draw away, but now Wallace has closed in a little. Mark Martin moves to the inside of the 18 of Bobby Labonte. All for naught as far as the victory is concerned. Down they come out of turn number 4. And for the 3rd time in his career, it is Jeff Gordon winning the 600 in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Green flag. Green flag is out. Here we go. It's Jarrett, Schrader, Labonte.
Wallace coming up on the outside of Labonte. And Labonte's on the inside of Schrader. This is a battle for second spot. If he can make this pass with ease, he's got a chance. But if Schrader holds him up, Jarrett's going to drive away. Can Labonte do it? Comes up the racetrack.
Labonte drove it deep into that corner. He got around Schrader. 3 laps to go.
Labonte moves to second. Schrader back to 3rd. Rusty and Mark Martin follow.
Here comes Rusty Wallace. This is for the 3rd spot.
Now
Standard car in the wall. Let's see, this might be it. Coming back to the start-finish line, and Labonte, no caution. Labonte takes the lead. And Rusty Wallace is battle for 3rd spot.
The green continues. Benson hits the wall again over in the 3rd and 4th corners, but down the back stretch they race as Dale Jarrett now finds himself 2nd to Terry Labonte, and the white flag is coming out. We've got one more lap to go.
And caution.
So Terry Labonte wins.
And Benson is still going.
And Rusty's still going too. Evidently he didn't see the caution. Rusty is still racing up there, but that's all for no.
They did take the caution flag with the white, so they cannot change position, and Terry Labonte wins the Pontiac Excitement 400. Here's corner number 11. No threat from Hamilton this time. Jeff moves the car out onto the straightaway. He looks at the white flag, indicating one more lap to go on this 1.95-mile course. There's the white flag waving. It's a 3.1-second advantage for Jeff Gordon here on the last lap. Dale Jarrett led 5 laps in this race. He's back in the 18th spot. To pass Dale Earnhardt in 11th position.
Battles raging all over this road course, but the concentration right now has to be on Jeff Gordon, who is close to another victory. Second place, Bobby Hamilton. Oh, look at Grissom and Kenny Irvin Jr. out there rubbing paint.
That's about the ninth spot. Grissom was able to get by Earnhardt and move into the top 10.
Jeff Gordon enters corner number 11 for the final time this afternoon.
He'll tiptoe through that corner this time. He's got a big enough lead that he doesn't need to push it.
Jeff Gordon wins his 23rd of 83 NASCAR Winston road course races. He won it from the pole position. It's his 6th top 5 in his 11th road course race.
Spencer on the inside is down just 1.
Working to try and get it back. Gordon, Martin, Labonte squeeze it down into that first turn. Headed for his 5th win of the season, 34th of his career. Jack Roush coming down, accepting defeat with about a third of a lap to go. Jeff Gordon on his way.
Jeff Gordon's eased out the throttle just a little bit so he does not make a mistake. Mark Martin's running as hard as he possibly can. I don't think he has time, though.
Final corner. Jeff Gordon ready to put him on at Pocono, Pennsylvania. He's coming down. Checkers are down. And Jeff Gordon increases his point lead to 62 over Mark Martin.
$1 million bonus if they can get to the checkered line, checkered flag first.
Green flag waves, back to racing for 3 laps at the Brickyard. Oh, and a crash up in the straightaway, and this may end things. Several cars involved in an incident before crossing the start-finish line.
But the problem is, Bob, there's a car sitting there, and they've got to. Now Nemechek is moving. I thought they was going to have to drive through a car sitting on the racetrack because they're racing back to the line. The first one back wins.
The caution flag is out, but remember, they race back to the caution in NASCAR Winston Cup competition. And so Jeff Gordon is going to have to make sure that he keeps Mark Martin and Bobby Labonte behind him. Here they come off of corner number 4. And Ricky Rudd's car is very badly damaged as the caution is out, and Jeff Gordon will cross the line first to complete lap 158. Jeff Gordon is going to become the first repeat winner of the Brickyard 400, taking honors here in 1994. About to take the checkered flag in 1998. Pace car has them in tow, coming off corner number 4. They're coming down the straightaway right now. And just to make it absolutely official, at 65 miles an hour behind the pace car, Jeff Gordon wins the 1998 Brickyard 400. And the Noble 5 $1 million bonus.
White flag is waving for Jeff Gordon. We watch this battle for second position. Mark may try to make a move at the end of the front stretch here. Headed for turn number 1. A good out-braking position, and Martin doesn't.
Takes a spot away. Skinner back to 3rd. Now he's going to try to salvage that, and looks, I don't know, those 2 cars are coming pretty good. Rusty and DJ, of course, they might be concerned about their race.
Yeah, they got a race of their own that they're chasing here.
Was 4th place last week in Indy Mike Skinner's best finish?
Yep, best career finish.
He could beat that by 1 if he just hang on.
He can. Petty is running in 6th position, about 20 seconds behind the leader. Sterling Marlin, John Andretti, Bobby Labonte, and Johnny Benson complete the top 10 here on the last lap of the race. There's the leader, Jeff Gordon, headed for turn number 6.
Is Skinner out of gas?
Well, looks like he pulled over. Looks like he pulled over the inside there, but then picked it back up.
No, he's still running.
Yep. There is Martin in 2nd.
And here comes Jeff Gordon down to the line.
He wins the Bud at the Glen. Jeff Gordon, his third straight win on a road course.
We talk about the mechanical advantage, the springs and the shocks and things that they search for all the time. Jeff Gordon today, his car was not competitive when he made out the right rear spring and make a mechanical change that just fixed his car.
And they could only do that under the caution. They couldn't afford to take that time to do it on the green flag pit stop. And they finally got a caution near the end of the race so that they could make that adjustment.
Gordon's mechanical problem, the car is caution. Boy, he has done it again, it apparently seems. And he moves into some great company. Jeff Gordon comes off of corner number 4 and looks at the checkered flag. He wins the Pepsi 400.
I don't know about you guys, this thing's flown by.
It really has. I was wishing this thing was 400 laps just a little while ago. It's been a fun race.
Gordon still has to deal with traffic. That's Michael Waltrip in the Wood Brothers car. The Woods hope to be able to name a replacement for Michael Waltrip in the next week and a half or so. They say they had 11 applicants for that ride from every form of racing except the Indy Racing League.
You know, Mark Martin right now has really cut into this lead. I know that Jeff Gordon realizes the white flag's out right now, but you can see right now, any mistake right now, and Mark Martin would be there.
Michael Waltrip in close against Gordon as they come off the corner, and Jeff backed out. To turn 3. He won't force the issue, looking for his 3rd win at New Hampshire, his 9th win of the year. The DuPont colors again, heading to victory lane. Jeff Gordon and the Rainbow Warriors take on 2 tires. We've seen that script before, back at lap 233.
Gordon comes off corner number 4, takes the white flag. 1 more lap to go at Darlington, and the Pepsi Southern 500 will go to Jeff Gordon.
4 times in a row he has won this race. That is incredible.
It sure is.
Just think how difficult it is to win it 1 time.
Exactly. And he's won it 4 in a row. Once he figured out how to do it, he hasn't forgotten, has he?
No, sir. And, of course, he has also captured the No Bull 5 here this afternoon. Here's Jeff Gordon off corner number 4. Looks at the checkered flag, takes the checkered flag, and wins the No Bull 5 million.
White flag.
Whoa, you see Jeremy looking to the inside, couldn't make the move. Skinner looks to the high side right now. They're trying everything. Gordon's running by the mirror right now.
Labonte has caught him, and so is Terry Labonte. Side by side behind Gordon.
Right now they're running side by side. Jeff Gordon saying, I love it. He'll try to run in the middle part of the racetrack so one car does not get a great run down the back straightaway.
They mix it up again behind Gordon. Mayfield. Here comes Bobby Labonte to the outside.
What a move on the high side, making it 3 wide into turn 3. Bobby Labonte looks like he has the car to beat.
Bobby Labonte is there. Out of 4, they're coming to the checkers. Trouble in the back of the pack. The lead and the win. Gordon, for the 11th time, he wins.
2 laps to go.
Talk about heart. A guy with the gallbladder problem, dehydration last week, driving his heart out here on one of the toughest racetracks of all time.
A lap and a half remaining. There's a good bit of traffic to deal with now as the leaders come towards the stripe. White flag. 1 more time around. Jeff Gordon trying to become the first driver since Darrell Waltrip in 1982 to win 12 races in a season. It would be his 4th win at the Rock.
There's lap traffic right now.
Robert Presley, Jeff Green, not enough time. Jeff Gordon wins the championship. Jeff Gordon wins the AC Delco 400.
The white flag is going to come out. There it is. Jeff Gordon takes the white flag. 1 more lap to go. And he's got about a 0.6 of a second lead on Dale Jarrett, with Mark Martin running back in 3rd, but he's more than 2.5 seconds behind. Gordon comes up on the 35 car of Darrell Waltrip, and another mark is established and put in the record books by the young man who has won his 3rd NASCAR Winston Cup championship in 1998 Jeff Gordon wins the Napa 500. It's his 13th victory of the year.
White flag. 2.5 miles to history. Jeff Gordon trying to win his second. Dale Earnhardt trying to win his second. Buddy, where will Earnhardt make the move?
Boy, I don't know. Gordon looks awful strong as they come off turn 2 over there down the back straightaway. Kenny Irwin looks to the outside.
Right here's where he has to make the move. And he wasn't able to get that run up under Jeff Gordon like he wanted to.
But that's what we said Friday. He was this far behind in the International Race of Champions. He looks inside. He goes outside. He looks inside again.
Okay, right now he's got to pull right down on that back bumper and try to get him loose coming off turn 4. He does not have the muscle at this point.
But he may have some momentum. Here comes Earnhardt. He's all the way to the bottom. Almost in the grass. He slides up the racetrack and Jeff Gordon will win it for the second time.
Wow. What a race.
One more lap to go for Jeff Gordon. On his way to his 44th career win and second of 1999. Bobby Labonte 2.5 seconds behind. Mark Martin is third. Jeff Burton fourth. Dale Jarrett is fifth, followed by Mike Skinner, Ernie Irvin, Ward Burton, Chad Little, and Tony Stewart. Here's the number 24 DuPont Chevrolet coming off of corner number 4. Jeff Gordon wins the Cracker Barrel 500 at Atlanta Motor Speedway.
That'll be Derek Cope and then Johnny Benson, who is the last car on the lead lap. Trouble front straightaway. Presley and Jimmy Spencer collide and slam into the wall. They have been racing hard for 2-3 laps, and they're in the pen.
This is going to be a race back to the flag as who's going to win the Texas race, I think, Ned.
It could very well end the race as they race back here because they might not be able to get this cleaned up in time. Caution is out. They might not be able to get it cleaned up in time for a restart. Here's Labonte coming off the turn, and he's going to get back to the flag first.
Terry Labonte comes to the caution flag at lap 331. 3 laps to go, and that could be the show. To the checkered flag. Terry Labonte of Corpus Christi, Texas, 2-time Winston Cup champion, scores a home state win.
You know, Jeff Gordon and Evernham and this crew, when they came, white flag is out for Jeff Gordon. When they came to California Speedway, Bobby, looked like they just had fire in their eyes because it had some trouble at Talladega. They'd been in a crash, and all of a sudden they're 200 points behind. Saturday morning, that car hit the racetrack, it looked like, wow, we're here to try to win this baby, and looks like he's going to do it. Half lap to go.
DuPont Chevy down the backstretch for the final time. Jeff Gordon from Pittsboro, Indiana, looking for his 45th career win. The car is in turn number 3. Now off of corner number 4. Recording his 3rd victory in 1999 and becoming the first repeat winner of California Speedway. Jeff Gordon wins the California 500.
But that's second place. $200,000 about to go to Terry Labonte. Here comes the winner of the Winston for 1999. Terry Labonte wins. Second place, Tony Stewart.
There will be a couple of more opportunities that Mark will have to make the pass, but so far Gordon has been successful holding him off.
Right here, Mark's been getting through this corner. I thought maybe he might try to drive under. Could not, as Jeff gets to that corner well.
John Andretti has moved into 3rd position.
And I mentioned a moment ago that Kyle Petty moved to 6th. He's dropped back to about 8th now because Jimmy Spencer has moved up to 6th.
No driver has ever won 4 consecutive NASCAR Winston Cup races on a road course. If Jeff is able to take the checkered flag, he will be the first driver ever to do it. He's through turn 7. There was a good passing opportunity for Mark, and now really there's only one more, BP.
Turn 11, this is the S's. Mark is right there. He's on the back bumper, and he's driving his heart out. So is Jeff. The left-hander turn 9. They'll go back to the right in 10, and then down for 11. Downshifting on the brakes hard.
Martin is trying everything he can to pull even and pass Jeff Gordon. He's got one last shot. He looked like he might try from the outside. Now he goes to the inside, but no, the car is sideways on him once again. And here comes Jeff Gordon to take the checkered flag and win the St. Mark Quigley 350 at Sears Point. His fourth road course win, second here at Sears Point.
Off of corner number 11, one more lap to go. Jeff Gordon looking for his 5th consecutive road course victory. Everybody pretty much in single file now as they come down through here, at least among the first 6 or 7. There's Mark Martin back there along with Mike Skinner. There are 31 cars on the lead lap, and we can set a NASCAR record here today if we have that many at the drop of the checkered flag, and that's just a few seconds away. Only 4 cars have dropped out of this event. Gordon through the inner loop for the final time. But an impressive performance by Ron Fellows. And there is a spin in the loop. Inner loop.
That's what we hear. I understand it might have been Joe.
Oh, Nemechek, who was at 8th spot. And maybe Bill Elliott also involved, but he has made it through, and Nemechek is buried.
Yeah, and he might not get back for that record that we were talking about. We need for all of them to get back, I guess.
Off of corner number 11. For the 5th consecutive time, Jeff Gordon wins on the road course. 3 here at Watkins Glen, 2 at Sears Point. It's his 5th win of 1999. 2 laps to go. 2 to go for Jeff Gordon.
That's too bad for Hutch Strickland. He had a great run going.
He did. Dale Jarrett just got by him, and Hutch went in the turn there and just lost the back end on it. He's moving again now, but he's lost a couple of laps.
Car is moving. Here's the white flag for Jeff Gordon. Gordon takes the white, separated by 42/100ths of a second. Just one more lap around this half mile at Martinsville. And Jeff Gordon still maintains the lead as they go halfway down the backstretch. Traffic will not be a factor in this one. Here is Gordon off the corner, but Earnhardt is right behind him. No, it's Jeff Gordon winning the Napa Auto Care 500 at Martinsville.
He is coming down now to take the white flag and try and secure his first victory in this UAW-GM 500. Final lap for Jeff Gordon as he heads back for turn 1.
You know, Rick Hendrick just has to be almost in tears right now to be here, to see the 24-car win. Even though they have changed crew chief, hey, this race team's solid.
The dynamic duo, Ray Evernham and Jeff Gordon, splitting up 2 weeks ago. They went to Martinsville, Virginia for the first time without Ray Evernham as crew chief and won last Sunday. Now on a Monday in Charlotte, Gordon, after a late lap rally to get by Bobby Labonte, takes the checkered flag for a 2nd straight week. Jeff Gordon wins at Charlotte. He takes the UAW-GM 500.